time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cincinnati. It's the Bills and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, will the next person decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl?
Point him out. Or get him out of here. You don't let him, Cleveland.
And the Cincinnati Bengals. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric.
Right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. Being led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, that's gone out the window. You can tell it's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. And if they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he'll have the first down. They'll get him up around the 37. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Off the play fake, here's Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the
to the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. And Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, starting of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills have struck first in the AFC Championship game They're out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, they're going to need a big game out of their quarterback, and if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
Gesicki, the man in motion. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one taken in by Burton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Now Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's James Cook, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Josh Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Here's Allen to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw again. Looking downfield for Coleman.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So what's a strong safety's job? It's easy. Make impact plays. And that impact doesn't always have to be down in the box or with a big hit. They are just as much ball hawks as any defensive back on this team, and he proved it with that interception.
The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 87 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen to throw. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. Second down and 8. A carry here for Brown. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. Third and 9. They bring Chase in motion. Here's Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Set to go now on first and 10.
11 MT, 11, 11, 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11
Now,
mighty.
Burrow. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. Third and a yard. They go play action for Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Now Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. From the gun, Josh Allen. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he will score. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Extra point try by Bass. His kick is good. And the Bills will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Burrow to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively, stayed right with him, and will bring up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, it's Allen. This is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of this quarterback, because this defense, they're on to it. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Matt Milano there to stop him.
Here we go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. Over the middle, that's Burton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Burrow.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is...
This one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Now Allen on first down. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Cook. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Allen to throw. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the move past the 40. And they will finally run him down.
Every team understands the value of generating explosive plays, but there's a flip side. The quarterback can only hold the ball so long with how good these teams are rushing the passer. So when you can check the ball down short and gain all the yards after the catch, man, what a weapon for an offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. Here's Brown. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. That one's on Orlando Brown, Jr. Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship Game after this.
Ready, set. Start.
Burrow here on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now he'll run. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Allen. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And he will go all the way. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Now Baz to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. A 1st down throw for Burrow. He keeps it himself. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Here's Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a tie ball game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Play action. It's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 24-21 lead. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys matching up with the Detroit Lions. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as we hand things back over to Mike Tirico. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same
Lamar Hunt
after the break.
Waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Play action now. It's Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 11, 12, 12. Stop.
They'll run here with Brown. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action for Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed. You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. A fair catch signaled. and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. A run with Cook. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action now. Here's Allen. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. He's to the 15. And he will score. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A troubling development here in this AFC title game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
Here we go. 12, 11, 11, 11.
That's complete. It's Yosivas. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. Allen on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
One more time going up top with Allen. That's complete to Coleman. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. To throw again, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Allen. Good blocking, and he's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. In motion, Shakir. On second down, Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, Josh Allen. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's dropped off for Moss. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. They go play action for Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapse results in a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. He'll get this out to the left flat. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's Allen. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offensive.
In motion, Shakir. Now Allen. This one complete to Palmer. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Buffalo.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. Here's 2nd and 6. They send him right out of the slot. Allen will throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Got his man at the 6. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead.
That one, take it in. Joshua Palmer, touchdown Buffalo. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. Burrow here on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Burrow. That's caught left side by Burton.
Gun.
2nd down, Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's get set. 11 MT. 11. 11 MT. Take.
Play action
11
now.
MT,
It's
take.
Burrow. He's going to keep it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Taylor Rapp.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming for the passing game. He's done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have the Bills' 1st down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll run with Cook. We're about ready now for the punt. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Burrow now. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. That is caught at the 3. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. So a road win here for the Bills as they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy. They are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.